I feel like Ari Lennox. I just got a new apartment.
Give me your ways. You don't know what to do with it. Give me your way. Give me your way.
What's up, you guys? I had to make the lights stop blinking because I feel like it would be a little distracting. I don't know. If it wasn't, let me know, but because I can turn it back on. Yeah, for those of you who didn't know, I am in a different apartment. I moved over the weekend and it was exhausting. I'm so glad that that shit is over with. Over the next few weeks, I'm gonna try and get like the visuals and the sound right because it's a new location. So bear with me. I asked the patrons if they like this background because I wanted something as crazy and as vibrant as me. But yeah, let me know what you think. Also, make sure you check out patreon.com/AdrianExpression because on Tuesday, we're going to be releasing another episode of the podcast. Patrons are already up there letting me know what they want to be included, so make sure you check it out. So as usual, a whole lot of things have happened recently, and one of the things that was trending on social media, specifically Twitter, was a bunch of like videos and clips from Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that we all know Netflix is trying to come out with a live action. I'm not sure how far along they are in that process. But yeah, I remember talking about this. They're supposed to be coming out with a live action that is going to be using some of the original showrunners and writers from the actual cartoon. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but either way, a lot of Avatar content was trending. They were posting videos. Of course, we had the fight between Avatar Aang and Fire Lord Ozai. We had the fight between Azula and Zuko, where she zapped the hell out of Katara. We have all of those things, and I'm just mentioning this to you just so that you know that there's a lot of flavor to it, okay? And we're going to forget that movie ever happened. In fact, I don't even know why I just mentioned it. What movie? Never heard of it. Either way, that show was good. It was trending. I just wanted to talk about it. Moving right along to something else that happened on Twitter. Jake Paul, Gigi Hadid dragged the everlasting shit out of your ass. And I don't know what else to tell you other than go to bed like she told you. Now, Jake Paul recently, but he deleted it, okay? So he put it up and he acted like he was gonna fight somebody. He couldn't even keep up a tweet. That was interesting. Jake Paul said, this is what he said on Twitter, almost had to clap up Zayn, and I know he spelled it wrong, from One Direction because he is a little guy. He sounds like Trump when let me just keep reading, and has an attitude and basically told me to fuck off for no reason when I was being nice to him. Zayn, I know you're reading this. Stop being angry because you came home alone to your big ass hotel room. It's very interesting that, you know, the Paul brothers lack a sense of awareness. They're delusional. Like, how are you so surprised that someone who hasn't actually met you in person doesn't want to hang out with you? It's because of what y'all be doing and how you display yourselves online. It's not that complicated to me. So I guess Zayn told you that he really ain't messing with y'all like that, and you decided to come on Twitter with the Twitter fingers, and Gigi Hadid got your ass right on together. This is what she said. LOL, because he doesn't care to hang out with you and your embarrassing crew of YouTube groupies. Ooh, my goodness. Home alone with his best friends like a respectful king, because he has me, sweetie, unbothered by your irrelevant, ugly ass. Go to bed. It's just, that's the type of firepower I need in my court. You heard what I'm saying? That's the type of firepower I need in my friends group, and I have it. I'm so happy that I do. And like I said before, I don't understand these personality types like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, whatever. It's just like, if you really running your mouth like that, keep the tweet up. Like if you say you almost have to clap somebody, what you gonna do, sis? What are you gonna do? Gigi gathered your ass up like you were, I don't know, a bunch of rowdy kids at recess, and she put you in timeout, she put you in detention. No PTA meeting can save your ass now. Good riddance. Just wanted to mention quickly that Niecy Nash is acting up on Instagram. Apparently it was her 50th birthday, and let me tell you something, if I look this good when I'm 50 years old, just go ahead and ship me to Mars, because no human would be able to take me. Just build a colony over there. I don't know if I have to mingle with Martian Manhunter, whatever I have to do. I just want y'all to know that if I have this much ass, if I have this much body and face, at 50 years old, there's nothing. Don't even bother speaking to me. Speak to my manager and then he'll contact me. A lot of people may be like, hey, Adrian, you don't even have a manager. That's cool, that's fine. But still speak to my manager. My people will contact your people because y'all, I can't speak directly to peasants. If I look this good at 50 years old. Happy birthday, Slow. So in some sad news, Katherine Johnson, and you may remember that name because she was one of the women who was featured and was highlighted in Hidden Figures. She passed away at the age of 101, which to me is crazy. But she passed away. She was a mathematician, and she charted the path for America's first space mission as well as the moon landing. If we're talking about Black excellence, that is definitely one for the history books. So yeah, anytime stories like these get a whole lot of attention, I always wonder like how many other Black people were involved in a lot of like other groundbreaking things, and we haven't heard their names. We don't know who they are. I'm happy that she got to get some type of like huge public appreciation before she passed away, but it's like, damn, it took that long for it to happen. But either way, I want to know what sis ate. Sis lived until 101. I want to know what was being eaten. I want to know sis' workout plan. Let us know. I don't know if I want to be in this bitch for 101 years if they, keep up this bullshit. But just in case, please, somebody contact me with sis' regimen, because that's a long life and she accomplished so much within those years. So in other sad news, the Kobe farewell happened today, and it was just full of emotion. A whole lot of like celebrities and athletes were in attendance. Beyonce started out the show. She looked beautiful, and she sung XO as well as Halo. She had the gospel choir. She had them Black folks in the back singing background, and it filled up the stadium with every note, with every feeling that I needed. I think Christina Aguilera also sang. I think she sang Ave Maria. Alicia Keys also performed. She was dressed in like this beautiful purple. I think her piano was purple as well. She played Moonlight Sonata, which was one of my favorite songs to play on the piano. I feel like I need to whip out my piano for y'all. Like I need to play it more, but it was great. Usually when I see Alicia with her piano, I'm always expecting her to sing, but I think this was brilliant. Like the way it was just a piano solo, it was very somber, a lot of people to think. It was awesome. One of the most sad parts of this whole memorial service was Vanessa Bryant going up there and speaking not only about Kobe Bryant, but also about Gigi, their daughter. And it was just, oh my goodness. I think when she got to the part where she was like, I'm never gonna be able to see her getting married or walk her down the aisle, or I'm never gonna see her and her father have the, father-daughter dance. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to cry. Like, it was so sad. And she was up there trying to hold her composure, and everyone of course was supporting her and cheering her on. But it's really heartbreaking when you think about how Vanessa had to hear that not only did her daughter die, but her husband as well. It was good to see people comforting her, especially Beyonce. She was behind her, like trying to console her. And honestly, like many of you know, I lost a best friend to suicide, and she has a whole lot of strength for even being in public, going to anybody's service. Because if I lost somebody like a husband and a daughter like that, I don't know if I could be showing my face. Losing someone is like tearing your soul in half. You know what I mean? It's like a part of you dies. So the fact that she's up there even entertaining the idea of going out in public is a lot. Of course, different people have different ways of mourning, but I'm just hoping that no one acts like, because a lot of people do this, like, oh yeah, she's strong, she's real strong, and yes, people are strong, but at the same time, they may need assistance or help, or to sit their ass down. So I'm hoping that Vanessa has all the resources that she needs and a really strong support group around her, because that shit is unimaginable. MJ and Shaq also spoke. A lot of people spoke, but specifically MJ and Shaq, they came with some jokes. Particularly Michael Jordan was talking about the fact that because he was crying while he was speaking, he was like, now I gotta look at another crying Jordan meme for the next 3-4 years. And that was funny. I'm glad that they sprinkled some humor in there and it wasn't like too much or weird or out of pocket. So yeah, they shut the Staples Center down. I think Essence said like 20,000 people were in attendance, and the whole city, streets and businesses were closed. It was a huge deal. And by the way, Vanessa Bryant is suing. Okay, ESPN is saying that she filed a lawsuit. The wrongful death lawsuit filed by Vanessa Bryant in Los Angeles says the pilot, Ara Zobayan, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, was careless and negligent by flying in cloudy conditions on January 26th and should have aborted the flight. And of course, the pilot was among the 9 people killed in the crash. The 27-count complaint against Island Express Helicopters and Island Express Holding Corporation seeks unspecified damages. The lawsuit asserts that the pilot was negligent in 8 different ways, including failing to properly assess the weather and flying into conditions he wasn't cleared for and failing to control the helicopter. So as this case progresses, I'm sure we'll hear a bunch of updates on it, but that news just came out today, I think while the memorial or before the memorial had started. We'll see what comes of it. Of course, it's about like just holding people accountable, because no amount of money can ever replace a person, like a human being. So whatever needs to happen, I hope it happens. All right, you guys, to end this video, I'm gonna hit you with something from Destiny's Child, okay? A little Lose My Breath remix. Ready? Can you love this rapist up? Baby, throw the key into the sea. Can you lock this rape? Can you lock the rapist up? Hit me! Bitch, they hit you with 29, or at least he's facing 29 years in prison. Now, the top charge, I guess he was acquitted from, but he was convicted of 2 of the 5 charges. Like I said, he faces almost 30 years in prison. I hope that everyone who loved to use Harvey Weinstein as a way to, I don't know, try to imply that Bill Cosby should be released of all charges, and just, I hope that everyone who used his ass as a scapegoat, even though he does look like an actual goat, I hope that you all are now able to zip those lips, close those mouths. What happened to Harvey Weinstein, girl? Girl, they got him. Okay, we happy now? Y'all gonna stop using his situation to try and get another abuser off the hook? It's not realistic. And then he's still rolling around that walker. You know what I mean, Harvey? It's okay. It's okay. At this point, hang it up. You lost. Put that walker aside. You don't. I mean, it's given very much non-prescription glasses, so I know your ass barely needs it. Put that walker aside. It did not score you any sympathy points. I don't know what your next move is going to be. Are you going to move from the walker to just now all out passing out on the sidewalk, fake passing out on the sidewalk? That's okay. I'm just going to let you know that if you do, the authorities will lift your ass up. Okay, and since you claim you can't walk like that, they'll lift you on up. I don't care if it's on a stretcher, and place you right inside the penitentiary. That's it. I'm happy that Harvey will be separated from the rest of us, but I know, we all know, that does not make what the survivors went through any more tolerable or easier, you know what I mean? But finally get his ass out of here. Let's get his ass out of here. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to check out my Patreon, like I always say, at patreon.com/AdrianExpression. We're all over there having a party, podcasts, early content, all that stuff. Love you so much, and make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.